going to give people time to join because let's be honest, if we are starting at 1, we are starting at 1, even though I was late by 1 minute. But anyway, so we're just gonna go into it, and today I do not have TikTok on the other side because I just decided if we are going to grow this YouTube channel, we are going to do it independently. So today we are basically going to be talking, well, I am going to be talking about the 8 streams of income. Hey T, I'm good. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We are hearing 2 voices. Okay, I need to wear. Think I'm connected. Please tell me if that's better. I literally had these on my desk so that I could wear them and then I forgot to wear them. So please tell me if this is better now. No, yes, maybe? How are we doing? Is it better? Now we can hear you loudly and perfectly. It's better. Thanks. Cool. Thank you for confirming that. Anyway, like I was saying, so we are going to talk about the 8 streams of income, well, online income streams for content creators. I'm going to touch on how you can become a content creator, why you want to become a content creator, and then we'll get into discussing the income streams that you can try. Okay, so with the delay, I'm not sure how I can sync that. I don't know what's happening, and I just realized I forgot to get my water. Let me get my water. 2 seconds. It's literally right here. You're just gonna see my bag behind me there, but yeah, I'm okay. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh yeah. Anywho, so if you're here for the first time, or I just feel like introducing myself. Hi, I'm V. I'm a full-time remote worker, but I'm also a content creator. I guess this background is useful because I am going to basically be talking about social media, something that I think on my platforms I haven't really gotten into, but I thought we should get into it. And I guess the background, like I said, it's very important. So I've been creating content since 2015 online. I started creating content as a blogger. So I started with a blog, which is still up right now, vichilimanzi.com. That is the first time I ever put anything of mine online. Thank you, Tato, for telling people to thingy, to like. I am not live on TikTok. I'm only live on YouTube today. So anyway, I'm giving you a little background. I started creating content online as a blogger in 2015, December 2nd of 2015. That date is very significant in my life. So December the 2nd, 2015, I started creating blogs. And then around 2017, 18, I transitioned to being an content creator. This is before influencing started. Well, at least it wasn't really that big around that time. Around 2017, that's when I transitioned to Instagram, where I started working with brands, went into influencer marketing and all of that. And then I transitioned into being a TikToker. I became a remote worker. But all throughout these years, which is 10 years this year, that I've been creating content, I have been working as well. But one thing that never changed was the fact that I was forever creating content. I've created a blog, I've created on Instagram. I also used to have a YouTube channel, which only lasted like maybe, I think it was 2 or 3 years. I could be wrong, but it didn't last that long. And I decided, no, I can't do this. I also actually have a podcast. I am on TikTok. I am on Threads. I am on Twitter. You name it. Facebook is the only platform that I don't really use. But I believe over the years, I have really gotten acquainted with social platforms that I kind of know my way around each and every one of them. Well, YouTube is a different ball game, but we're getting there. Okay, we're getting there. But that was just to let you know, like, I have been creating content. So I also have made money online with content, last year being the most significant because I made quite a bit of money online just from me being online outside of my full-time remote job, right? So here's what we're going to talk about. The way that you can become a content creator believe it or not, you really don't need permission from anybody for you to become a content creator. I believe you know. Barriers to entry when it comes to you becoming a content creator, creating content online, making money from that content online, there is no one who's regulating that. You're only going to have regulations once you actually start creating content. And the regulations are really not that strict. As long as you keep in mind that you need to pay tax, and you also need to make sure whenever you're posting like branded stuff, sponsored things, those are the things you're just supposed to follow. Everything else, babes, it's as simple as everybody says it is on social media. So that's how you're going to get into content. You want to first figure out, what are you good at? What do you enjoy? What comes naturally to you? The reason why I have personally been on almost every single platform was for me to find exactly where I fit in or where I feel the most comfortable. And I can tell you the place that I felt most comfortable is on TikTok, because I crave that authenticity. I crave just showing up online without doing too much. I love that. And that's why today I was like, this live, we are doing it like I normally just do with my TikTok, the same TikTok background. Last week, my first live, I was moving things around and I was like, no, that is not natural to me. That's what I crave. Podcasting, I also like it because I'm a talker. I am a yapper, in case you don't know, if you haven't noticed. I yap, okay? I talk. So I enjoy anything that gives me the opportunity to talk to people or to be in front of the camera and talk to the camera. I do still enjoy all the other platforms, but you need to figure out where your strength is and maximize on that. So before you decide to become a content creator, and if you don't even know what you are good at, try every social platform. I always tell people that try every platform that is available to you. You do not pay to open an account on any platform. So try every platform, see where you're thriving, see where it comes natural to you, see where you are really feeling comfortable, and go with it. The talker part. It's funny that you like that because a lot of people don't like that. I can talk a lot, like I can talk a lot sometimes. But anyway, so now that we know, right? We know that is what you need to do. You need to figure out what you're good at, what comes naturally to you, figure out which platform could accommodate you. And then the next thing, while you're on that platform, you also need to know, what type of content creator are you going to be? I would classify myself as much as I've said I've been an influencer up to date, I still do work with some brands, but I don't classify myself as a influencer. I am more like a business, but I use social media to then, make money through my online business, right? So you are either going to own a business and you just create content. I would call that just a content creator. You could become an influencer, and an influencer is when you basically have to grow a big following, whichever platform you choose. You're going to need to grow a big following because the bulk of what you're going to be doing, you will be partnering with brands. And that's one of the ways that you can make money. Of the eight that I'm going to talk about, that's one way. You partner with brands, and brands are relying on you marketing their product in front of the people that follow you. So it requires you to have a really big following, and you need to put some work into that. How exactly are you going to acquire this big following? Many ways. Okay. There are people who buy followers, but let me tell you, I have not bought followers in my life, but the people who do will suffer at the end of the day, because if brands come to you with an expectation and the majority of your followers are bots, you are not going to be able to convert. Converting meaning you're not going to be able to make sales for that brand. There's no conversion from whatever you're posting on your platform, so that these brands can come back to you the next time. Any of you that are familiar with, and I'll always use K Yams as an example, because there's not nothing that she posts and people don't go crazy about. She has grown a big following. She is very authentic. So those are the traits you need. Grow a big following, be authentic, be consistent, and have people who actually really do believe in you. People will only believe in you if you're actually honest about the things you're posting online. If your reviews are bad, if your reviews are misleading, people can follow you, but they will not buy, they will not convert when you partner with brands. So that's being an influencer. And then there's the UGC side of it. UGC is something that's growing, especially here in South Africa. Dare I say, maybe in Africa, actually. It's something that's still growing. Though, if you go online, you'll see a lot of American influencers, American content creators are already on it. This does not require you to have a good following. To be a UGC creator, you generally just need to be really good at creating content. And I can tell you, I personally believe that anyone can be a UGC creator, anyone can be a content creator, but not everyone can be an influencer. However, I do believe anyone can be a UGC creator because what you really need to be a UGC creator, you don't need a big following. All you need is to have either a portfolio or a platform where brands can see the work you're doing or the work you've done for other brands before. And you're also just going to need to have good lighting. You're going to need to have a cell phone that has good camera quality. You can use a camera, but to be very honest, UGC content is supposed to be content that looks like a user created it, a user of a brand created it, hence the user generated content. So, users of brands are not going out to buy professional cameras to create content after they purchase the product. They are using their cell phones. You just need to make sure your work still does look like something that a general user of a brand has created, but of high quality. And the best way to do that, you just need to have good lighting and you need to have a good camera. So we've already touched on two of them, that is influencing. When you're influencing, you're partnering with brands, you can use your platform for some of the other things that I'm going to get into. And the other way that you can make money online is by becoming a UGC creator. So, how now do you get clients as a UGC creator? I've got another live coming up this month. If you go to my channel, you'll see it's already scheduled another live specifically for just UGC, where I will go deeper into how you get a client and how do you set up and everything like that. But anyway, to get your clients for UGC, I would advise you use your social media. Or you can go to platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, freelancer.com, LinkedIn. That's a gold mine, especially for, okay, so obviously for UGC, you're going to be doing whatever you feel comes naturally to you. You're either going to create UGC for brands that are doing maybe hair, you're going to create UGC for brands that do cleaning products, whatever you get into, that is up to you, babe. That is up to you. But what I'll tell you is that it's actually very easy to get clients on LinkedIn compared to the other platforms. This is from my own experience. Because the service I provide is mainly for small businesses, I create UGC content for small businesses. So that's maybe, let's say, a new salon or someone who started selling something online. Those are the people that I target, people who don't actually have a big team to support them. So I target the people who are starting, they don't really know how to create content for their brands, and going on LinkedIn and joining specific groups like small business owner groups and things like that. It's very easy. And I understand Facebook will also be easier. I'm just not a Facebook person. Like, I don't, do you guys even use Facebook? Like, I don't remember the last time I used my Facebook. I think it was, I did a campaign in 2021 or 2022. I don't even know, and that was the last time I used my Facebook. But anyway, you can try that out. So you can get your clients. I said you can try LinkedIn, Facebook. You can also do Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and all that. You can also go on Fiverr, on Upwork, and freelancer.com. So any freelance platform you want to register yourself, because life is a game of numbers, to be honest. I kind of feel like this about anything, to be very honest with you. Whether you're creating content on TikTok, on YouTube, or whatever, the more chances you give yourself, the better you get at the more chances you have at actually landing an opportunity. What I mean is, on social media, the more chances you give yourself in terms of the more you post something, you keep posting, the more you stand a chance to actually have a viral moment. The same thing as you looking for clients. You want to go on each and every platform that you come across, any freelancer platform, list yourself, list your services. The many platforms you're on, the higher your chances of actually landing a client. And like I said, we'll talk about the whole UGC in another dedicated, it's a whole masterclass. That video will be a whole freaking masterclass on its own, but we'll get into it. The third way that we are going to be making money online, this will be affiliate marketing. So, with affiliate marketing, a lot of people have been talking about this specifically on my TikTok. Affiliate marketing basically means you partner with brands, and this is something that almost any type of content creator can do. You partner with brands, or you just reach out to a brand. You can tell them, oh, I've got this much of a following. They would probably be interested in your product. So, what they do is they give you a personalized link to you, a link that is just personalized to you. You can advertise that. Also, another thing we're going to talk about is email marketing. So you can use your email marketing to just kind of send that link to people. You can use your social media to send that to people. You can go on social media, talk about a product. And also for people, you've noticed when you come on YouTube, people have YouTube channels, and then they'll tell you, check in my description box. So if you go to their description box, you see that there are links for the products that they use for filming. They can list their camera and there's a link as to where they bought it. Most of the times, it's because wherever they bought that, they are an affiliate marketer for the company. So if you click on that link and you purchase something, they get a certain percentage of the money spent. That is affiliate marketing. If you get this code that I'm talking about, this personalized link that is given to you, and people make purchases using that link, you get a certain percentage. Usually, this is a percentage starting from around 10%, depending on the product, depending on how much the product is. So, this is something you can do with the company for as long as your contract is valid for. If you decide we are only going to do it for a month, that's cool. For a year, there are people who can sign contract for years to be affiliate marketers. So that's another way. Any of you who are on Instagram, again, we're going back to my favorite girl. Kay has been posting about Daniel Wellington the past few weeks, all throughout Christmas, right? That is affiliate marketing. When she tells you, I've got a 25% discount code, and you go to the Daniel Wellington website, before you press purchase, you put in that code, that K25 code, and it gives you 25% off your purchase. When you make that purchase, Kay is going to make some money. We do not know how much money she's getting from that, but she makes some money from the fact that you used her code for that purchase. Are we still together, and are we understanding what I'm talking about? Are we understanding affiliate marketing? Did we understand UGC, and do we understand being an influencer? Those are three ways that we've talked about so far. Hey, me, I like people who interact. I'm not here just to yap. I like it when people interact. Whoa. Hmm. Okay, so we talked about the brand deals, which we said brand deals mostly if you're an influencer. We've talked about UGC and Usman Sani, thank you for responding, and Juliet as well. We have also talked about affiliate marketing. Yes, Tato, exactly. I need people to respond. Otherwise, I feel like I'm talking to myself, and we won't do these lives anymore. Like, am I supposed to come here and talk to myself? Mm-mm, no. Is there gonna be a recording? Well, I do keep all my lives up, but it's not gonna be up until like the next few hours because YouTube will need to process it or something like that. Anyway, the fourth way that you are going to be making money online, okay, is by creating a course or a masterclass. Those of you who are coming from TikTok, you know I've had a masterclass since 2023. We need the live every week. I do have a live every week, Usman. Go and check my channel. Anyway, so like I was saying, those of you who are coming from TikTok, then you know that I've had this remote work masterclass since 2023. And that's one of the ways that you can make money. If you know something, like you're knowledgeable on a topic, or you're not afraid of researching on something specific, do the research, get to know, be the voice of authority within that industry or within that niche. You can create a course where you basically share that information with people and you help people. There are so many creators who have courses and master classes. The ones that I can think of right now, Iman Gadzhi, there is Ali Abdal as well. There are so many of them. Those are the two I can just think of top of my head right now. But there are so many people who create these courses to help you if you're becoming a YouTuber. Ali Abdal has a course where you learn about YouTube. If you want to learn about remote work, I have a masterclass that I created about that. If you want to get into content creation, there are so many different platforms where you can go and learn. Google being one of these platforms. I even spoke about this on TikTok Live yesterday. Google actually does have a whole section, free section for anyone who's trying to get into YouTube. They've got a whole free section where you can go and learn. It's like a course that you just take, like one module after the other so that you learn how to become a YouTuber. And obviously, YouTubing is a way that you then end up making money for yourself. So, anyway, with the courses, you are able to then go once you've learned this skill or you are knowledgeable on whatever it is you believe, you know what? I'm going to be a boss within this niche. You decide, okay, I want to create my course, but I don't know where to start. And then I'll be like, girl, I got you. Got you. I can tell you where to start. All the platforms where you go and learn yourself, you can actually upload your own courses. So, one of these platforms, Udemy. How many times have I told you that I have personally taken courses on Udemy? And you can also just go and upload your own. If you have learned this thing that we talked about, say, boy, I got you. Okay, girl and boy, I got you. I always have this assumption that my following is always just girls. But yeah, guys and girls, that is where I come in and I'll be like, babes, I got you. Exactly. Google Skills Shop. You can go on Udemy. Teachable is another platform where you can also host your courses or your master classes. There is Skillshare and there is School. And School is the school with SKOOL. All these platforms, it's not like most of us are girls. Exactly. I'm just so used to that. And usually when there's guys, guys don't really interact. So forgive me, guys, because I just know there's always girls here, and girls are like, yeah, let's get into it. We have conversations over here, and you guys are just there chilling and thinking, are they mad? But anyway, so like I said, the fourth way that you're going to make money is by either creating a course or a masterclass, and the platforms where you are going to host these, that will be School or Skillshare or Udemy or Teachable. Obviously, they are way more platforms where you could host your courses and master classes. Way more platforms, but these are the ones that I can share with you now, unless I will obviously create a master class and charge you all for that. Anyway, the other thing that you can try, it would be ebooks. And if you keep in mind everything that I'm talking about here, it's going to require you to be knowledgeable on a certain topic. If you are not knowledgeable on this topic, baby, mm, how are you even going to be able to give people information? You know what? Someone actually asked me the other day, they're like, aren't you scared? Aren't you afraid to go live and talk to people? I'm like, nah, I am not scared because I have come to realize there are some people who create content, Nick, based on them watching other people talk about things. If you're not knowledgeable on what you're talking about, you're going to be scared to have a live conversation with people because easily, I'm not going to lie, there are lives that I have personally watched and I can tell that, please, you're lying. You're lying. But there are people who are scared. There are people who are scared because to them, they can't create content unless they've watched somebody else create it. So, if that's how you have become this online person, how are you able to have a conversation with somebody unless the person you copy has posted? Right? So you need to have the knowledge before you start selling it to people, before you start giving it to people. Another way that you can practice, it's like what I'm doing right now. giving people free information. Do you understand how much you learn from actually just giving people information? It's also a way of you practicing. So go and acquire that skill, become a voice of authority within a niche, and then create your course or a masterclass and get it hosted on Udemy, Skillshare, School, or Teachable. And then the next thing you're going to be doing is going to be ebooks. Ah, my favorite. My favorite because this is the first thing I ever did. Okay, maybe I'm lying. Am I? No. Actually, yes, I am. Wow, what a liar. This is the first digital product. Yes, this is the truth. This is the first digital product that I ever created. It's not the first way I made money online. It was just the first digital product I ever created. So in 2020, oh, guys, remember COVID? Do you remember that guy? Yeah. During that time, that's when I decided, you know what, let me put my ebook out. It's an idea that I had had for a while until I decided COVID was like, babe, maybe you should just do this because how long are you going to sit on an idea? Mind you, by the time we got to COVID, I had been already creating content online for like 5 years. So I had been writing notes about what I wanted to be in my book when I finally then put it out there. But when we went into COVID, that's when I was like, you know what, this is the opportunity. I might as well just finish it up and sell it. That was the first time I ever sold a digital product. And I was amazed. I was like, "Hmm, I don't have to rely on brands' money as an influence." And it's also not a good thing. Like, it's just not a good thing to be relying on just one stream of income. Yeah, you can get money from brands. Um, Hoping to rewatch the whole thing later. I hope you do, babe. But yeah, so you can't just rely on brands. Because if you do rely on brands, the day that they stop hunting you down to work with you, how are you going to make a living? How will you make a living then? So for me, that was what pushed me to say, you know what, let me actually do this. And funny enough, that is around the time that I did not work with as many brands and my whole influencer career just kind of, tumbled down. And as much as I still work with brands now, it's just not as much as I used to. So please take me as the example. If you don't go and create your own digital products and you're banking on, oh no, I just want to be an influencer, I just want to work with brands, not everybody will be able to work with brands only all throughout their influencer career. Unfortunately, that's just not the truth for everybody. There are people who do that. I've given examples of the same person over and over and over again. But you can actually create your digital products. This is the same as a masterclass. A masterclass or a course, an online course is still a digital product as well. But another way, like I said in the beginning, you want to figure out what are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? What comes naturally to you? That's when you get to decide, am I going to create an ebook or am I going to create a masterclass or a course? So again, it's all about what is easier for you, what are you more comfortable putting out there, and you go with that. So with ebooks, when you're writing an ebook, you can literally write your ebook on Canva, guys. Like we have a lot of different platforms. Why are we reconnecting? Like, wow, what is happening? Are you guys still there? Or am I oh, okay. This is really delayed. Hey, someone did say this earlier. I wonder why it is so delayed. Damn, this is bad. This is bad. I wonder if I pop up another, what is it? Another screen, another tab on my iPad. I wonder if it will show. Let's see. Let's see if I can sort out the Wi-Fi for like 2 seconds and then I carry on with the ebooks part, like how to create and all of that. Just give me a second, like literally 1 second. Okay, I think we are back. I think we are all back. It also doesn't feel so delayed anymore. Is that just me telling myself, or is that really how it is? I wonder, I wonder. Anywho, so with the ebooks, when you're creating an ebook, and again, this is something that I have done myself. I did create an ebook on how to like basically navigate life online, how to grow your social media. That was a more general book that I released in 2020 when I did that, right? However, I actually have another one coming out, an ebook, a TikTok book, because last year I grew my TikTok. Obviously, it feels so weird for me to say I grew my TikTok, even though I know I put in work into that. But I also feel like the people who were commenting and reposting and everything, they all had something to do with me getting, getting to my goal of 100,000 followers on TikTok. So I am actually in the process of releasing that end of this year, end of this month, sorry, not end of this year, end of this month, it will be available. When this actually, let me just tell you before we go. When this is finished, this live, the description box actually has a link that you can pre-order it from there. So go and check it out. And again, when you're putting your book together, resources that you can use. Chat GPT is one. Yes, you have the experience, you know what you want to talk about. Maybe to help you articulate everything well, Chat GPT is a go-to. You can write your book on Canva. You can actually use Microsoft Word as well. And then once you are done, you can post your book for purchase on um what did I write here? Yes. So on Kindle, I've got my book on Kindle. I've got on Seller. Seller is actually a Nigerian platform that I came across, and that's where I'm going to be hosting my books there. And there's Gumroad. Gumroad is where I initially posted my very first influencer guide. That's the book of it. I posted it on Gumroad, and that's where people made purchases and stuff. And then I went on to put it on Kindle. If you're not familiar with Kindle, just go on Amazon and you will get to hear of it. Okay. Tabisile. And for how many hours? They will be a recording, Tabisile. As long as you come back to my channel, you will see it, you will find it. At least in a few hours. I'll keep it probably forever. I don't know. We'll see. It will be there. Don't worry. I will keep the live there. So anyway, like I said, to write your book, you're going to do it either on Microsoft Word, you're going to do it on Canva. And the good thing with Canva is you can also just then design your cover art and everything on there. And you can also use Chat GPT. And then for you to make your sales, you're going to either post it on Amazon Kindle, you're going to put it on Seller, and you can also put it on Gumroad. It's free for you to list your book on all these platforms. And this is why making digital products is very profitable. You are not expected to put any down payment for you to list your product. What will generally happen is the platforms that you posted on, right? They're going to be charging you a certain percentage or a certain amount each and every time you make a sale. But initially, you really don't need anything except you need your phone, but your laptop is much better. You're definitely giving me items for an ebook. Cool, baby. Love that. So yeah, that's the good thing about this whole online passive income, yada yada. The initial investment is really your time and your knowledge. It's you putting your knowledge onto your computer, or you're going to be writing it down. That's initially all you need, and then posting it. I mean, obviously you are somewhere where you've got data, you've got internet, somehow you can upload it. And that's how you get to do an ebook. And then moving on to the last three things that I'm going to talk about. There's consultations. Consultations, this is not going to be passive income because it requires you to be present. When you do consultations, you're going to do one-on-one consultations with individuals, or you're going to be consulting with brands or companies. For the people who have been doing, let's say, I'm going to keep using influencer marketing as an example, because obviously we are talking about how to become a content creator, right? If you've been in influencer marketing for a while as an influencer, you can actually consult with brands so that you can advise them on how to run their campaigns and how to run ads. So that's kind of what you do. And then in my case, if you're a business, like a small business owner, You can consult with people and give them advice, answer their questions on certain things they ask you for. I specialize in the remote workspace. So when I do one-on-one consultations, it's generally around that. Or I'm doing one-on-one consultations for people who are trying to get into influencer marketing, who are trying to get into UGC, people who just want to know how to navigate the online space. So that is another way, by consulting, and it doesn't have to be individuals only, it doesn't have to be companies only, you can do it both. And then memberships. Memberships are going to need you to be present online, just like I spoke about being an influencer earlier. You are going to make money from memberships if you actually have a dedicated audience that will buy into everything and anything that you put out there. With memberships, you're going to create a core community of your overall audience that you have. And I personally find that with memberships, it's like a safe space outside of the rest of your audience. So let me give you an example. You guys, I don't know if any of you are like that active on social media. When you've got a following on social media, people can be horrible, people can be mean. Trust you me, people can be mean. So having a little community that is like a membership community, I find that that creates like a comfort space. If you want to even create new products, I would advise that if you have that kind of membership, you to ask questions to these people, anyone who is willing to pay for your service or for anything you're doing. That's something, someone that is invested in your business, invested in the things you do. So if you're trying to test out some product, if you're trying to test out a certain way of doing, let's say I want to test how to do lives better, I would probably test that with my core community. And with getting feedback from them, you can then take it to the larger audience, right? So with memberships, you're going to do this on, I believe Facebook does have this, but I am specifically sure of Instagram, of TikTok, and YouTube. This is all because, like, I don't understand why these companies don't just want to pay us like the rest of the world. I don't understand why, as African creators, we won't get all the bonus things that everybody gets, but this is what you can benefit from, your memberships, as well as creating series. I'm just going to put that in there. Series is another way that I personally make money on TikTok. So you basically just chop up your videos into smaller segments. And again, all of these things that you're going to be doing online, you need to make sure you actually have something useful that people want and people need, people are craving for, that you share. So with me, again, as an example, remember I said I've got this masterclass that I do, this remote work masterclass. But for people to attend the masterclass, there are some people who think it's too expensive for them. For those people, I have chopped up my masterclass into smaller, shorter videos. And you basically sell that on TikTok. And I sell that because you don't sell it for a lot of money. If someone can pay for your masterclass, obviously when you chop it up, you're not going to charge them like thousands of rands or whatever. You're going to be charging them just a little bit, but it is still money that will make sense if you do have a big following, because having a bigger following and bigger audience means there are more eyeballs on the product that you are putting in front of them, and there's a bigger chance that people will buy into those, right? So that is memberships and series. And then the last way that you're going to be able to make money, if you are online, you have seen and heard so many people talking about, you should make a mailing list, you should make a mailing list, you should grow your mailing list. Because there's this fear that if you are just on social media and one day we wake up, yo, God forbid, just so, God forbid we wake up one day and Instagram is not available, YouTube is not available, TikTok is not available, Facebook, Twitter, nothing is available. I need to learn to say X, damn. I'll forever call it Twitter. But anyway, if one day we wake up and none of those are available, if you have a mailing list, you can still continue, whether it's a business that you are marketing to people, or you can still continue as an influencer, because you'll still be able to reach your audience. So this is what I normally do when I'm on TikTok Live or when you attend my masterclass, I always tell you guys about my remote work newsletter, which I know the email that I owe you. I know. I always tell you about my remote work newsletter. And by growing a newsletter, you are not putting any money into getting people on it. All you're doing is you're telling people there's this information that I share with you guys if you sign on to my newsletter. And some of the ways that you can use your newsletter to make money is basically, remember, we spoke about affiliate marketing, right? So if you become an affiliate marketer for a company, you can actually use your emails to market that company, literally sending that link to everyone on your mailing list, just telling them that there is potential for them to get a discount if they use the specific link that you've got. You can also use email marketing to sell your own products. You can also partner with brands, just like we said influencers do. You can partner with brands just to put an advert on your newsletter and you sell them to your audience. Well, not sell them, but like disseminate the information to your audience and the people who have signed up to your newsletter. And basically, that sums up all the 8 ways that I said you can make money online. So I'm just going to reiterate and then we will be off. So that was affiliate marketing. Brand deals, which is mostly done by influencers, and being an influencer basically requires you to have a large following. Thank you. You can also do courses and masterclass. You could get into UGC and you can also do one-on-one consultations. That's 5 now. And then you can do memberships, email marketing, and series. Okay? We are not going hungry this 2025. Oh, we are not going hungry. We are not going to be we are not going to be fine broke babes. Okay? We are getting all this info free. Imagine. Can you imagine? But yeah, guys, I mean, here and there, we also need to give back. You paid forward. This is me paying it forward. I have learned from other people, even though some of the people I've had to pay to take their courses. But yeah, at one point or another in your life, you really need to just, pay forward. But anyway, that is the live for today, guys. I will have to catch you on another live tomorrow. Not tomorrow, damn, not tomorrow, next week. Next week, Wednesday at 1, I'll catch you for another live. I think the one I've scheduled for next week is about freelancing. I could be wrong, but please go and check on my YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube channel and you click on lives, you will see all the upcoming lives for the month, and you can actually request for a notification to be sent to you. Okay. So yeah, do that. And then if you go to the description box, once we are done here, description box of this, I am pre-selling my TikTok ebook. Actually, I never got to talk about my TikTok. Guys, we are already done with the online stuff. I'm just going to tell you about my TikTok book now. So if you want to leave, that's okay. Thank you for staying. I hope I gave you some information that you will use and information that will help you make some money online. But my TikTok book is coming out at the end of this month. So please check that out. It will be in the description box. It's been nice. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for coming to learn. I will catch you again next week. Bye.